Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're gonna be on the ice with Brad Hawthorne and a few other dudes. And Brad's gonna share some good tips on walleye fishing right now. But let's run over to him right now because I think he's hooked up.
You see how fast that came in and smoked it. When you see it, saw it went from 8 feet on live. 8 feet on live and just came in and drilled it. It's a nice walleye. Nice walleye. Ooh, stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Come here, baby. Look at that profile view. Get your head up here. Come here. There we go. So we've been doing a little spoon fishing out here on Mille Lacs. And we got a few nice keepers topside already. And the name of the game today has been just switching up spoons. We don't really have a dominant spoon right now. I'm using the gold 1/4 ounce, larger profile 1/4 ounce forage minnow spoon right there in that gold. That's been my top color all year. But we've been changing up, you know, tungsten, buckshot, forage, the bobber jig's gotten a couple, and that's basically it. Just keep changing them up and change. There's no shortage of keeper fish in Mille Lacs right now. This is about 18-incher right here. But that's basically it. Today is the day where we're just changing back and forth, left and right, and then you'll get a bobber jig to go, then a tungsten buckshot will go, then a forage minnow spoon will go. So it's just about changing. You know, we haven't stuck to one thing quite yet. But the cool part is the jumbos are mixed in too, which is making today just an awesome day to be on the ice.
Speaking of perch, let's jump over to Charlie Peterson, who's hooked up with a really nice one.
Get it right away. Big old chunker. Short, fat one.
No, it's chirping now, Chuck.
Gold forage minnow. I need the hook out. Come here. Just getting the day started with a couple Mille Lacs jumbos. Best thing about fishing a 1/8 ounce is it catches anything. It's perfect size for both walleyes, small keepers, medium to big ones, and big jumbos.
All right, since we're spoon fishing here today, I thought I'd have Brad run through his rod reel line setup for spoon fishing for walleyes and big jumbo perch.
So here's my rod reel line combo. For outside rods, I like 38 to 40 inch. That's my frame. That fits my frame real well. I like the black rods. I don't know, that for keeping your hand a little bit warmer. I just prefer it. It's easy to see it against the snow. And then I'll dive into Carbon X2 1000. You can get, some guys use 8 fluorocarbon out here. I don't, I use 6. Especially for your outside stuff. For your inside stuff, I go to 4 or 5, but your outside, definitely 6. But you'll notice that spool is not plump full. I leave that down. And then I go to my swivel, okay? And that swivel is about 20 inches away from my lure. And there's nothing special there, just get a swivel on there. And every once in a while I'll put a quick clip there, but usually I'm tying direct. It all depends on what we're doing. Especially like this deal here, I'm using a 1/4 ounce spoon with a full minnow. I really like tying direct with that type of situation. So that's my outside rod reel line setup.
All right, now that we've talked rod reel line, I'm gonna pass it back to Brad again, and he's gonna hook up with a nice walleye.
Eat it. Oh, there we go. You see that? I'm like, oh, look at that thing. That hit the way it should, boys.
Want to help with that one?
Jeez. Finally I get the big one.
You better turn around and give me some sun here, bro.
All right. So, gold has definitely been the color. It's taken us a couple hours to get dialed in on color. Jeez, man, I loosened my drag 3 times so far. me and Chuck were just talking. Gold has definitely been the color all day, and I still haven't come off of the tungsten forage spoon in gold. And I've been fishing real tight to the bottom. I have not downsized to catch these perch. I've kept my big 1/4 ounce, big flashy gold spoon on with a big chunk of minnow, like that big. There's swivel, and that's a tank. That is a tank. Come here, get up here. Oh, wow, dude. Whoa. Come on. Come here. Oh, this is the worst, this is the most stressful part about getting these big fish up, is just getting that head to turn, you know? Part of it's timing, where as soon as you see them, as soon as you see their beak, you want to just give them a little bit more tension to get that head. This ain't that big, but he's still a nice fish. He had me fooled. I thought this guy was all of at least 5 or 6 pounds. But you see, there's that bigger chunk of minnow I was telling you about. That's how I add bulk to my tungsten spoons. I use about 1/2 a minnow, and that'll make the spoon float a little bit. And with these forage minnow spoons, that bigger chunk of minnow will have it dart out to the side. So if you see me doing these big rips, that's to get that spoon out and get it fluttering 6, 8, 10 feet away from the hole. So this guy we could keep on Mille Lacs right now, but we're not. We're gonna put him back. He's just too big to be keeping. But you guys get out here, play with your tungsten buckshots, play with your tungsten forage minnows, your bobber jig plays all day long. And come on up here and catch some chunky Mille Lacs walleyes and jumbo perch.
Now this bite was pretty cool. There's a good mixture of walleye and perch and a few different other species, as you'll see later in this video. But now we're gonna throw it over to Charlie Peterson, AKA Chuck, and he's got another perch on the board. Charlie was honestly whacking the perch on this day.
Not sure what I got here, but school of jumbos just came in. I missed this one like twice. He was just smoking it. Tungsten forage spoon. Brad said gold is the move, so that's what I'm sticking with, and it's working real good. Some of my favorite colors on Mille Lacs, you know, just learning from Brad and his crew, there's a lot of gold and silver. Blue race car was a hot one last year, so we got that in our rotation here today, and you know, we're starting to stack up some marble eyes, and jumbos are coming in hot and heavy too. So I'm gonna stick with the gold for now until I get the middle fin a couple more times.
All right, I know you guys are thirsty for some more fish catching action, so I'm gonna pass it off for a couple more catches here. We got a walleye, and then we got a mystery species next.
Yep. Nice.
There's a nice one. Blue race car slim spoon. Came back. Missed him once. Came back, found the bottom. Came up and bit again.
Looks like a perfect eater right there.
That is.
He's making me want a sandwich.
Good for the grease.
Kind of feeling whitey.
It is.
Oh, it is.
It is.
You can
Fish. You can grab it.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
It's super nice of you to come over here, Brad.
Well, yeah, I know. I figured the assist with the Tulipy. So, like, it's definitely a spoon fishing day, and everything from jumbo perch, walleyes, and greasers.
Look at that.
You want to help me?
No, I'm not gonna
That's
help
what they
you.
call the freshwater tarpon.
Literally.
Great musky food though.
They are. It's the giant shiner of the north.
It is.
All All right, now on this day, we were mostly playing around with the new tungsten forage spoon, which is a really awesome new bait that I really dig. It's super thin, super small profile. That's what we were experimenting with the most. But in this next clip, Brad is gonna actually do a little bit of a tungsten breakdown. These last few years, we've been playing with a bunch of different tungsten offerings, and Brad's gonna break down all those different offerings and when he likes to use which one and in what situation.
So we've got a lot of tungsten spoons on the market, and I'm gonna help break down when I use certain tungsten spoons over other, kind of give you a method to my madness. So I'm gonna start with right here. This is an 1/8 ounce tungsten forage spoon. And this is the lure, I call it my bridge kind of size. That's still fairly large enough. If I have perch and walleye mixed all day long and I don't need a rattle, that's where I'm covering that spoon. That size and that tungsten is absolutely perfect. Now my go-to for forage. Okay, so forage minnow, just start there. My tungsten forage minnow spoon. When I need that flash and that kick out, okay? The tungsten forage spoon will kick out 3, 4, 5 feet from a hole, especially if you drop it down like 5 feet, stop the lure, and then let it go 20 feet to the bottom, it'll really kick out. And when you're jigging it, well, usually if you're jigging on this line, it'll kick out 6 inches, 8 inches. So there you go on your forage. Now, down to my tungsten buckshot. Okay, the tungsten buckshot fishes really heavy. So when you need to bust through the hole and make a lot of noise, once you get to your target depth, when the fish are really reacting to rattles, is this guy here. I'm either using this one or my glass buckshot. Both those two are ideal. The glass buckshot, if you got to punch through a lot of slush, doesn't do as well. So that's more of an in-the-house rattle spoon. Then I go to my slim spoon. Okay, slim spoon is one of my #1 favorites because I fish outside a lot. The slim spoon, when you just need to get down there fast, when you just need to rock it down, the first one to the fish wins with a meat delivery, that's when I fish that. It'll punch through that much slush in your hole without a problem. And if you start whipping it down, you can punch through that much slush with that spoon. It's just electric going through. So all those spoons, I have an equal amounts of UV and your natural colors. So that's kind of how I break down the tungsten spoon game. So tungsten with rattles are super loud. The glass rattle, super loud in the glass buckshot. So those two I kind of pair together. And then the slim and the forage I kind of pair together too. And just remember, when you need that extra kick out action, remember that tungsten forage spoon.
All right, well, that's about all we got for you in this video. Special thanks to Brad for sharing a bunch of really good information in this one. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, make sure to hit that little red subscribe button down below because we have a lot more awesome content coming in the future. And until then, we will see you in the next one.